get a chilly reception from the fans. They love this Lynx team.
Atlanta in town, an exciting team. These fans are fired up to have the dream here.
And for the dream, remember, they were able to come out on top in their season series last season, winning 2 of their first 3 matchups against Minnesota.
Now here is Canada. Picked by Reese. 5 to shoot. And it's Gray missing.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
At one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. And she's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
Reese gets the bucket.
Well, that's exactly where Angel Reese wants to be offensively, attacking the hoop at close range.
Now the Lynx with it. McBride outside. Coffee outside. Uhas. Pass to Howard. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Atlanta. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Howard. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Few players make interior scoring look as effortless as Ryan Howard does. She has got just such a fluid offensive game.
Now here's Williams. Coffee outside. McBride outside. Howard the screen. Fires from deep. And Kayla McBride with the 3.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride is really taking on that alpha personality type.
Here's Canada. Howard misses. McBride outside. Pass to Williams. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, the MO of Williams is pretty simple. Attack, get going, to the hoop.
Jones outside. Canada. And here is Gray. McBride covering. Fade away. And there's another one for the Dream.
She was 1 step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Coffee outside. Pass to McBride. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Early on, nearly perfect from the floor. Just 1 miss on their first 5 shots.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Gray left side. Reese. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
Right outside. Here's Howard.
And rejected by Brianna Jones.
Outside Canada. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Howard. And there's another one for the Dream.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Now here's McBride. 6 points for her. Coffee outside. Pass to Uhas. McBride. Now here's Williams. Fires the 3. Misses that one. She's made 1 and missed 2 shots this game. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And here's Canada. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Howard. And that misses. That would have put them up.
When it comes to winning, few do it better than this Lynx franchise.
Yeah, I mean, look, from 2011, 1 losing season in Minnesota, come on. It feels like they're always a contender. And a lot of that comes down to coaching. This team is always prepared.
in this league a long time. Natasha Howard's seen tons of close defense, and it doesn't really phase her at this point.
Pass to Reese. Canada. Back to Reese. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Williams. Here's McBride. Screen by Howard. To the paint. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Jones.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
Shoot 2.
And she knocks down the first one. This contest is part of the Commissioner's Cup. The first 10 games against teams in your conference, 1 home and 1 away, count towards the Cup standings.
And the teams with the best records in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to face off in the midseason for a one-off final. Lots of prize money will be on the line, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
Pass to Reese. And she makes good on the layup.
She's been key for them, the way she's distributed the ball.
No doubt. Look, when the offense runs through her, it's a smooth operation.
Now here's McBride. She's got 6. And here's Uhas. Outside Williams. Screen by Howard. Courtney Williams, and that's good.
Well, for a player that stands 5'8", Courtney Williams doesn't take too many threes, mostly does her damage inside.
Pass to Gray. The kick out to Canada. This one for 3. Rebound by Uhas. The Lynx with the lead. Down low. And that one's good. Coffee.
Great concentration from Coffee inside, giving her all to secure the high percentage shot.
Pass to Gray. Howard. Outside Canada. From the arc. And out of bounds, the Lynx will take it. And we have to take another look at that block.
She's all over that shot. Had it read the whole way and gets the position she needs to make the play.
Now the Lynx with it. A 4-point game. Right outside. Screen by Howard. From past the arc. McBride misses.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Now here's Pow Pow. She's covered by Miles.
Hillman, that's good.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Outside Miles.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Green with the rebound. Washington, McBride covering. The score now all even.
And 10 of their last 12 points now have come off an assist.
They're just moving the ball well, getting everybody involved.
Now here's McBride. She's got 6.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But
They were going to get her there one way or the other.
Here's Canada. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game.
Outside for Pow Pow.
Hits the jumper in space.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Well, Jordan, Canada does the things you want from a point guard. There's no doubt about it.
Defensively, she disrupts, leading the league in steals on multiple occasions. And then offensively, she distributes, averaging about 5 dimes per game over her career. One of the best rates in league history.
Atlanta leading. Pass to Canada. Shot clock at 6.
Pow Pow on the wing.
Nailed from three-point land.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Rebounding is going to be a focal point for them in this one, fellas.
Yeah, Brian, it has been so far. They've already got a nice edge on the glass.
Pass to Canada. Here's the 3. Minnesota grabs the miss. Shot to stop the drought. Oh, no good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Dream out in front, leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Dream, what do you guys think?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through one.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here.
Pass to Miles.
The high post shot. Nothing that time. She's 0 for 2. Left side, Canada. There's the triple. Her 4th shot, her 4th miss. Still looking for mojo tonight.
Miles.
Guarded by Canada. To the wing, right side.
Miles, no good.
Outside Canada. Inside.
Hillman.
Soft touch off the glass.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Here's Sherrod.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Pass to Miles.
The shot goes in. First of the night, she is 1 for 3 to start the contest.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Back to Canada. From deep. Drops in the tray.
Working to become a better shooter each offseason, it helps when Canada is assertive off the catch.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
Back to Miles.
Dream with the rebound.
Pass to Pow Pow.
Now here is Canada. And she can't extend the lead to double digits.
When you talk about the history of this great league, Minnesota went on one of the most dominant runs ever.
From 2011 to 2017, the Lynx went to 6 finals in 7 seasons, capturing 3 titles. With how hard it is to win in the W and the amount of parity we have in the league right now, I'm not sure we're going to see something like that again anytime soon.
Now here is Canada. From downtown, another miss by Jordan Canada.
She just continues to struggle from the field. Now, her team has been able to overcome her performance, but I'm not certain that she's going to be able to turn it around today.
They're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Now here's Pow Pow. She has 7. Pass to Hillman. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
Here's Miles.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Courtney Williams for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's just fundamental basketball from Coffee. Nice job spotting the open teammate.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Goes up on the wing.
Pow Pow gets the bucket.
The Lynx trailing. Outside Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Minnesota.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Jordan Canada for 3. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game. Let's go with a 3. That's another one for her. Her 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Here's Miles.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The 9-foot shot. Coffee outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta leading. Gray, guarded by Uhas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's going to go on Dorka Uhas.
Smart basketball from Gray. She's well over 80% in her career from the line. So get in the paint, make the D foul you.
And she makes the first.
In each of the last 2 years, Alicia Gray has gotten the All-Star nod.
Her first 2 appearances during her 7th and 8th seasons in the league. Gray is playing her best basketball of her career. And guys, I think she still has another level she can hit.
And she can't hit the second.
The 2017 Rookie of the Year, Alicia Gray, has been an impact in the WNBA from her first moment, from day one.
Now here's McBride. 6 points for her. Good on the three-point shot.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Gray with it. McBride covering. Outside Canada. Launches it. Kept alive. Jones right side. Courtney Williams with the steal. Pass to McBride. Here's Howard. Yep, that one goes.
You can't let her get a shot off in that situation. Howard can finish with contact. Plus, she's a pretty solid foul shooter.
One shot.
And how about Kayla McBride, making an all-star game in 2024 for the first time in 5 years.
Also making the finals with the Lynx that season. She's top 30 all-time in points, and she's one of those players who just quietly produces year in and year out.
Zero hesitation from Jones. Knew what she wanted to do.
The Lynx leading. Outside Williams. The three. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, and then the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Right outside. Pass to Howard.
Now here's Uhas.
Guarded by Howard. Howard the screen. Back to Williams.
Over Pow.
And Williams gets it to go.
And guys, in this quarter, she's improved on what was already a very good performance in the first period.
Now here's Howard. Gray outside. Shot from 12. That's in, coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
Outside Howard. Pass to McBride. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in each quarter for her so far.
Atlanta trailing here.
And here's Reese. Pick by Reese.
To the middle. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Yeah, great use of the pick and roll by Reese to find herself a bucket.
Outside Howard. McBride, screen by Howard for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Now Howard to the inside. Reese gets the bucket.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
Now here's McBride.
Pass to Uhas.
Williams. The 3 ball. Good on the triple.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Here's Pow.
11 points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the paint. Here's Williams. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
And a much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, you're doing something right.
Gray outside. The 3. They get it again. Jones. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Lynx ahead, leading by just 1. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Williams has been such a difference maker here.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Here's Williams. Pass to McBride. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
They've had their chances. They're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten things up execution-wise.
Now here is Canada. Gray left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
Courtney Williams for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gray. Now here is Canada. Here's Howard. Jacks up a 3. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Outside Howard. McBride from outside the arc.
It's hauled in by Angel Reese.
Here's Gray. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close.
Now here's McBride. 12 points for her. Down low. And that one's good. Coffee.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Outside Canada.
Pass to Reese.
Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
4 of 5 to start the half, coming out strong.
The Lynx trailing. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Big contest here in the Commissioner's Cup. Both of these teams considered elite.
And both have a solid chance of making the finals. It does not get any more serious than this.
And here are the Lynx now. Trailing by 2. McBride outside.
Pass to Uhas.
Clock at 6. Courtney Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Howard with the ball. Canada. She's guarded by Williams. Back to Howard. And here is Jones.
Reese inside. Guarded by Uhas.
From 12 feet out.
Reese inside. Uhas is there.
Tries again.
And there's the bucket as Reese finishes it off.
And there you see the second effort. Angel Reese lives for the second chances. She's the best offensive rebounder in the WNBA.
And the Lynx miss again.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Great open look there.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here's McBride. She's got 12. Looking to end the run. And there's a nice layup by Howard.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Now here's Canada. They get it back. Reese gets the bucket.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Pass to Howard. McBride. Howard the screen. Outside Williams. For three. That shot missing.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
And a key member of the 2024 Minnesota team that went to the finals, Courtney Williams.
She was top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting that season, was Minnesota's 3rd leading scorer on that playoff run, showed some serious two-way guard abilities.
The three-point shot's been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a good job of creating good looks from outside, and now they've really got it going.
Now here's Williams. 24 points for her. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
So both teams changing it up here. And here's Canada. She's got 6. Pass to Gray. Back to Canada. Gray. Good, and Jordan Canada gets the assist.
Tonight's game from Gray, it is coming as no surprise to us. I mean, Alicia is a bucket and can go off anytime she steps on the court.
Now here's McBride. 12 points for her.
Pass to Uhas.
Will it go? The rebound by Hillman.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Gray outside.
Now it's Reese.
Basket counts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's McBride.
Here's Uhas. Miles.
Guarded by Canada. 4 on the shot clock. Tries it from 16.
Miles, no good.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now here's McBride. Back to Coffey. Howard. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. And the Lynx miss again.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Here's Canada. Three-pointer. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Well, the arc isn't Canada's preferred shooting location, but she does have the touch to make it work.
Now here's Miles.
Guarded by Canada.
Outside Miles.
And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. A rebound by Hillman.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she could work for a better shot than that.
Now here's Gray. 16 points for her. Natasha Howard with the rebound.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Yo, by yourself.
Pass to McBride. Screen by Howard. Shot to end the cold run. Kayla McBride with another miss. Now Canada. Gray outside. Howard. Out to Gray. Puts up a three. Score that one for her 8th field goal. 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate night.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Coffee outside. Pass to McBride. Shoots. That doesn't go either for Kayla McBride.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Back to Howard. The kick out to Canada. Up top, Reese. Howard. Gray outside. Shoots. And it's Alicia Gray again missing. Here's Miles. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Dream out in front, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Now here's Pow Pow. Fires for three. Minnesota grabs the miss.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Outside Miles.
Courtney Williams for three.
Well, maybe she thinks she can shoot her way out of this cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Someone tell her it's time to give up the three.
Pow Pow for three. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. Outside Williams.
Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie-scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players. Even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Now here's Pow Pow.
The three is up. Canada takes the three. Taylor grabs the board.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
By yourself. Watch the
Back to Miles.
Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, not too much respect shown to her by the defenders.
Now here is Canada.
She's covered by Miles. Washington.
And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Miles.
Pass to Williams. They set the pick beyond the arc. No luck on that one.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know, quite simply, few players make better decisions than Jordan Canada. Obviously, the right choice there.
I see you. I see you.
Up top, Williams.
Guarded by Pow Pow.
Up top, Williams. With the shot.
The rebound by Hillman.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Now Sherrod.
Courtney Williams for three.
They get the rebound.
Takes the three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Another one for Williams. She can do so many different things with the ball, it makes her hard to guard.
Atlanta calls timeout. And one thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams.
So both teams making some changes here.
Hey, yo, right here. Come here, girl.
Gray outside. Three-pointer. Down it drops through the net for her 9th bucket. She is 9 for 13 so far.
This is more like it. 9 points for her from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than she had in the first half.
Now here's McBride. The three is up. And the Lynx, another three.
Wow, McBride hitting the answer and making it look effortless. So confident from range.
Pass to Gray. Canada. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Stolen.
Now here's Pow Pow.
She's guarded closely. The basket drops and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her. It goes on Natasha Howard.
On for the first time ever, the league extended the schedule to 44 games. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it's been a great idea. There's so much interest in the league. The fans, the broadcasters, everybody. We want more action. We want more games.
And factor in the expansion teams coming in recently. It felt like there needed to be a few more games on the slate.
So the Lynx now. Coffee outside. Pass to McBride. Screen by Coffee. Wide open. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
Washington, guarded by Uhas. Washington.
The dream again can't hit.
Well, for what's a routine shot, she looked a little nervous on that release, wouldn't you say?
Back to McBride.
Pass to Uhas.
Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. And again, no good by Minnesota. Now Canada. Jones. Here's the 3.
And Jordan Canada with the triple.
She's really getting it going right now. We know that she got 1 earlier, but she has a 3 in this half.
Pass to McBride. Plenty of space. The shot comes out. And so here's Atlanta. Canada with it.
It's Brianna Jones, high post.
Gray outside. Inside. Reese gets the bucket.
Nice feed there by Gray. Put her teammate in a good position.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Screen by Coffee.
Lets the three fly. Kayla McBride with another miss. Now here is Canada. Gray outside.
And when you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars.
Now here is Canada. Jones outside. Back to Canada.
Here I come. I'm back. I'm here.
Jones. Washington. She's guarded by Williams. From deep, Alicia Gray. And the dream, another three.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Coffee. They need this. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Canada. Here's Gray. Here's Canada. Gray right side. Back to Canada. From downtown. They get it back. Here's Reese. And she banks in the layup.
Just willing the shot in past the defense. This is something Angel Reese is used to.
Coffee outside. McBride.
Last year, the WNBA felt the Caitlin Clark effect. I think we all did. But how would you two describe it?
Incredible. I mean, games involving Clark selling out NBA arenas easily. Games being moved to accommodate more fans. And there was just constant talk all around about the W.
Yeah, so exciting to be a part of this league. Clark brought in many new fans and re-energized the current fans. Just like she did in college, Caitlin is making a huge impact on basketball.
Now here's Williams. Pass to McBride. For three. And Jones pulls it down.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Reese with it, guarded by Uhas. And out of bounds, the Lynx will take it.
They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
For three, Kayla McBride sinks the triple.
Well, over the course of her career, McBride has been so consistent from downtown.
Now Pow Pow.
So no problem for Atlanta as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.